We can't have the assholes win. Well, Dawson and Neil aren't assholes, but I'm not as biased as other commentators. But I am Team BLE, so I have to root for my boys. Let me see if I can grab someone. Ronan, come on, get on comms. Hop on comms with me. This is grand finals of doubles. We have Neil and Dawson versus Jean and Tushan. Tushan and Jean are in winner's side, and Neil and so we have the synergetic team with Tushan and Jean.
Yeah, they're boys.
And then so they trust each other, but we have the better singles players. From Philly with Neil and Dawson.
Well, this always feels like the eternal doubles question. It's like, can the friends prevail over the
better players,
who you would say would be better, who are better singles players?
You want to say yes.
Yeah. I mean, they've made it this far. I don't even know how many games they've dropped, but they 3-0'd me and Sonny in winners finals. It was not that close.
Yeah, you almost don't want the two better players to win. You want the friendship.
You want
to
the
prevail.
homies to win.
Yeah, dude. That's what we all are at this venue.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I do want to see the TOs win.
That'd be fire.
Yeah, but I also do want to see Mad Rest from the God.
His rest game in doubles, I mean, and even in singles now, it's crazy. He got a lot of them on Sunday.
He's the one top 100 player on the screen right now. You know,
that's
a big deal.
Yeah.
Well, like the second or third best puff in the world.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
He has that merit.
Yeah. It's so. This will also be interesting because in the tournaments around here, you very often see at least one double Fox in grand finals. Whereas we've got Falco Puff and Fox Falco, which will be really interesting because you don't typically see a lot. Oh, I'm sorry, Fox Puff and Fox Falco.
Yes.
You don't see a lot of Fox Falco in teams. Falco is kind of dead in teams, it feels like a lot of times.
The player just go Fox.
Yeah, I played at the Arcadian last year with Dimension. We did double Fox. And in grand finals, we played Mars and God Touch, which Mars elected to go Fox for that, and it was just a quad Fox grand. So seeing a Falco in teams is really sick.
You love to see the character diversity, not just for the sake of the ecosystem, but it's just more interesting. Just all Foxes on the screen. It's just kind of you sit back and who gets Giant Spike the most and who gets back there the most. Whereas this, I want to see Dawson getting rest setups from Neil with grabs, which is one thing I think is what netted them the set over you. Losers.
They got a lot of grab
rest setups.
Yeah, which is huge. And this is the tricky part right now. Is it's an even game except Dawson's 3 stocks 0%. And this is what makes Puff so scary in teams is the delete button and the fact that if the Puff just is careful, Puff lives a long time. It is really hard to get a kill on Puff.
I was about to say that Dawson can just decide I'm just gonna hold back.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna hold these 3 stocks. Puff has the ability to just decide I'm gonna live longer, right?
Exactly.
With pound, the ledge, 5 jumps.
Yeah, you can kind of, especially your teammate gets killed and it's between stocks and Puff is up in the air. Puff can just pound a bunch of times, and you can keep your stocks.
Yeah.
And that's huge. That's the name of the game. Whoever takes the most stocks wins.
I'm kind of it's they're even, but they're not. I feel like one backer is all it will take to delete Tushan's last stock.
Yeah.
Rest. Oh, that was a really good save by Tushan.
Yeah.
For with the drill, get Jean out of the up throw rest.
Lots of chaos, lots of scrapping going on in center.
Yeah.
Neil is super at kill percent. Any hit will do it and even this up. And Dawson is also now at kill percent. So this is what I sometimes refer to in teams as the fake advantage, because both your stocks get deleted and then it's a 2v1.
Ooh, that bear at his shield was really good. Oh no,
oh,
trying to edge guard Puff, what are you doing?
He's at 0. Okay. We're all safe now.
Okay, so we have blue in the left-hand corner. Dawson on ledge.
Everybody playing careful. Nobody wants to get opened up.
What space he's going to die first? That's the question, right? And after that, it's kind of over. Oh.
Playing super safe.
Oh my gosh,
and they might
where did
both
that
be
come
dead.
from?
Yep. And that's, he got his jump back. It's not completely over.
Oh,
there it is. Game 1 to Dawson Neil.
I've said 1,000 times since I've hopped on the mic how good Fox full hop bear is in doubles.
Yeah, so I have a game plan that I've spent a long time crafting with Dimension when we play double Fox, and here it is for anybody out there who wants to know. It's full hop back air. That's it. It took a long time to come up with that one. Both Foxes just standing full hop airing, and then some short hop airs. I mean, it is oppressive. It is really horrible to deal with if you're not also double Fox.
Yeah, like it's kind of hard to contest, and it's just like so low committal.
Mm-hmm.
It does so much. So I wonder
what stage they're gonna pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, FD makes sense, given that they're double spacies against Puff, who, at least versus Fox, I know detests FD. But unfortunately for Jean and Tushan, that is much more common to occur. There are no platforms for you to tag on to force at least the RTC then.
Yeah.
So that can be really scary if you miss the DI.
And there's less options for defensive options, so they have less opportunities to escape rest. They don't have slide off.
Yeah.
They don't have just all the options that a platform gives you to escape the RTC, right? That usually happens on platforms, right?
Yeah, and sometimes it doesn't, sometimes you miss the DI and the Puff reacts a little late, and it doesn't matter then that you miss the DI because it's the tech chase, and it at least adds another layer to make it a little more difficult to hit the rest. Whereas now on FD, you have no escape options. You are done for if you get up thrown and miss the DI, because Dawson's not going to miss those.
And it's also like, it's not even like how good, how can you escape it? It's more so how hot is Dawson playing? Because if they're playing hot, they'll hit every single rest when you're in hit zone, and you can't escape.
Yeah, and I think we even have, at least as of right now, an answer for that question. Look at how many stocks Dawson has. He only just lost his first.
Yes.
Whereas we already have one down to their last. So I think what Red Team would really need to do is really try to force as many 2v1 situations on Dawson as you can. And really just pressure him at higher percents and actually get the kills on him so he can't just stock tank.
Isn't that a little counterintuitive? I've heard a lot of doubles, Dogma is knock the floaty away and bully the spacey while the floaty is making their way back to stage and they're still recovering.
That is
outdated?
No, that is a good strategy, but that's what it appears like they're trying to do, and it's not super working. So I think it's worth trying something else. You have a whole set to play with here, coming from winners, that if this one, you might as well try out some different strategies and see what works. If this set doesn't go your way, you have a whole nother one still to play with.
Why don't you think it's working?
Dawson is playing in a space that is, from what I can tell, it looks like he's playing in a space that is unsafe to contest. You don't want to go way up and off stage to go try to hit him, because if you miss, well, there's a Fox teammate that's going to shine spike you, and Dawson can throw out a number of different moves and contest you for trying to go up there, or just jump higher and be further away.
So if you're on stage, you're screwed, and if you're off stage, you're screwed.
Yeah, it's a tough situation to be in, which is it's tough to say what the answer is right now for them to do.
Because it's you have two characters that play with each other really well. You have Fox, who controls the ground and can control the air really well, but you see Neil playing really grounded, and you have Dawson just kind of floating up there, throwing at hitboxes,
just generally being this constant threat. That it's I could hit you at any moment, and now you're dead.
And the threat's enough, right?
Yeah.
It's not even whether or not Dawson is hitting those things, but
the threat is always
threatening
there.
The space.
And he has, even on top of that, proven that he is just going to hit these lethal 3-hit confirms, and then you're rested, and it's a tangible threat to be scared of.
I think what happens too is there's not a two battles happening, or 3 people on one character. There's just the tide of the entire battle between the 4 characters shifts from ledge to ledge, kind of.
Yeah, and it's depending on the team. For instance, when I was playing with Sunny, our best strategy was for us to both be on either center and the other 2 at ledge for most of our team comps. So it's you know, when they pushed us to either ledge, that became a scarier place to be. Because, like, you know, Falcon and Falco, you're in the corner and you get put off stage, you're destroyed, it's over.
And if you're kind of, like, getting pressured, sharing the ledge can be really scary.
Yeah, because you don't want to go, like, you know, eventually you have to get out of the corner.
Yeah.
And if you and your teammate go at the same time, and you, especially...
It's hard to communicate that, right?
Yeah.
In the moment where you're getting threatened by a fox and a puff.
Yep. It's really scary, and, you know, there's the degree of, like, pressure knowing that it's two top, like, 5-ish level Philly PR players, and one of them is literally top 100.
Yeah,
like,
top
it's a scary
50, top puff.
Yeah, it's a scary situation. They're at least keeping it close, but there it is. Okay.
You kind of remember who you're playing, right?
Yeah. So it's sort of even. Zeph has to not get, like, gimped here. He has to keep his stock as long as he can.
Up smashing in place.
Oh, he's off stage. And, oh,
and the jab.
That is so hard.
That was really aware. That was
yeah.
really good.
That was a clean set.
That's like all that mess that Tushan was talking is coming back to haunt them.
Might be.
I don't think the game count has been updated.
And Dawson off to a hot start. Gets enough to arrest. And there's another rest. This is looking tough. Neil just getting the right setups and, you know, getting the grab when he needs to when Dawson's nearby to get the rest. It's looking tough right now. Oh, he back airs him off twice. They get Neil though. And again, like, you can't really contest Dawson there much because it's like the risk reward, it's in nearly every scenario just not worth it to do.
What's the it's a reset 1-0?
I think it's just a 0-0 reset right now. Again, it always feels like, you know, I mean, Neil is also doing a fantastic job of keeping his stocks this game, but again, Dawson's still at 4, and just, oh, that is unfortunate.
I'll let Zen do this real quick. He's not here.
That's fair.
Just update this.
Oh my god, that is... I'm actually not entirely sure what happened there, but if Zeph was the one who hit that shine to kill Jean, that would be very unfortunate. And it is looking grim this game, too.
That's...
For red team.
All it takes is one grab. One grab from the Fox or one grab from the Puff.
Yeah, either one gets the grab here. This is, yeah, there it is. Oh, but he back through. Still, though, he's taking so much percent, it's looking really tough. Oh. Yeah, okay. This is just really good Fox Puff play from Neil and Dawson.
Okay. No. Yes. So...
The question is where do you go now?
Or who do you go? Well,
yeah.
Jean is a Falcon.
Jean also is, like, generally an Ices player nowadays, but...
Yeah, but in doubles, that's kind of rough.
Yeah, and in some team comps it could work, but yeah, there's a puff on the screen. So trying out Falcon as opposed to, say, like, Ices is a fair pick.
Yeah.
Falcon can just delete stocks, which is really good to have versus Puff. This particular, like, having Falcon on your team with a Puff on the screen is in my opinion, honestly, pretty good because you have a character that can just off of a stray hit has another, like, you also have a delete button.
So as Dawson and Neil are doing these grab setups, it's important that Jean and Tushan also set up those grab setups too, right?
Yes.
So it's for Tushan to get the grab and to throw to Jean for the knee, right?
Yeah. And also, oh, that is really unfortunate for Jean. It is. Oh, that was also a really nice shine.
Yeah, it was.
I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh, that is scary.
It's just kind of how like, oh, that was a really nice up air from ledge from Jean.
But good disruption from Dawson to stop them from getting the entire stock off of it. Because this is allowed for... Okay, let's see what Jean does to stay alive here. Oh, but Zeph hits him and hits him again.
There's a lot of team hitting from Tushan and Jean. They've been trapped on the right side of the... One of them has been trapped on the right side of the stage on ledge for most of the game, it seems like.
Yeah, they're having trouble dealing with the threat of always getting deleted by Dawson and also the pressure from Neil, who is just, like, not really letting anyone breathe. But as I say, you know, as I say all the things about Dawson and Neil, you know, we see that this Falcon pick is working out right now. Yeah, they are up right now. Now it looks like it's going to be even.
That's probably the first. Oh my gosh. That is so
brutal. As you said that. That is unfortunate.
And like we said, like it's sharing the legend teams is so hard.
It's a scary place
to be. It's so scary when you're both there. It's how much do you trust your teammate to know who's going to grab ledge when.
Yeah, and really trying to keep the panic options to a minimum because it can be much more catastrophic in teams than in singles. You could lose 2 stocks at once for it.
Really quickly.
And Jean gets back to the ledge.
Now does Tushan get back?
Tushan is done for this game.
So it's looking like a 2-0. Yeah.
Okay. This is potential set point.
Yeah.
Dawson, Neil.
For the grand final reset, the two better single players.
Showing why they're seeded so high in singles and also proving how good they are at doubles. Dawson, notably one of, if not the best doubles players in Philadelphia. So it's not super surprising to see him really come alive and to see, because Neil is not as big of a doubles player. So seeing him adapt and seeing, okay. That's not what I was expecting. Double ices?
What the fuck is going on, dude? This is a Hail Mary pick if I've seen one.
This is funny.
We have, well, four is better than 2.
Yeah.
Trust me, this is a good idea.
It's certainly
I don't know what to say.
Working.
There's just a lot of smash attacks and down smash and
yeah. This is very reminiscent of when I would team with my brother and we would do not quite something this silly, but still, in my opinion, pretty silly. We would do double Marth here, and we would just spam F smash, and it covered the whole stage.
It's like the Ganon Yoshi pick. In
doubles.
Yeah.
It's
big hitbox, small stage.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of a gimmick, but it's fun.
I mean, they do say if you're losing, go to Yoshi's.
Yeah. When I play Marth Dittos, my general opinion is if I'm playing a Marth better than me, I'm going to take them to Yoshi's because there's just that chance. You get Tipper at 30, it's Marth Dittos, they're done for.
Do they DI the F very well, right?
Yeah, and it's like, and the down throw mix up then too. You play the 50-50 and hope that you win a couple of them at the right time.
It's actually like the stocks are even. I don't know what's that telling of.
Yeah, I am more than a little confused as to exactly what's going on. Dubs is already hard to keep track of, but this is like there's so many things to look at on the screen.
Oh my god. I guess what the question is, if they win here, what do they do?
I mean, they just stay double ices, right? It's looking a little grim right now, though.
2 double aces. Yoshi, it's the Hail Mary Yoshi double aces pick.
Down 5-0.
Yeah. It kind of is. 4 is better than 2, right? It's more. Wait, D-Bats, tell them how you feel.
Can I curse? What the fuck is this, man? What is this? What am I looking at? There's 18 characters on this screen currently. Is that a Sopo or a Popo, a Nana or a Popo? It was a Popo. Okay, so they're down. They have 2 people left on their team.
This is the reset.
This is the last game.
This is the game point. You're from B-Batsman. Oh, and that's
That is the 6-0 from Dawson Neal.
Dawson, yeah, in winners.